showtime.
Hey everybody, it's the D-Rock 100 and welcome back to more of Pokemon White. Last time, we went through, I believe it's Route 13, and we finally did some things from out there, and searching for Grams, having a good time on the beach. But enough of that. This time, we're gonna explore the Giant Chasm, and now we have to look more into the hole that everyone here was talking about. So right off the bat, okay, I'll admit, I was not. That was kind of anticlimactic for me. That's good. Okay. This place is creepy. That's what I was trying to say. And of course, you have a sword stance. I don't know why I said sword. It'll be fine. See? Alright. As I was saying, this place is creepy. Like, I guess we could have did this real quick. But that's not what makes this place creepy. There is some dark lore about this place. It dated back long ago. Interesting to say the least, but at least we got this happy music to kind of get our mind off of that, right? Wrong. Because that didn't last long at all. So, out here, or I guess in here, in the Giant Chasm's cave, we have 6 new Pokemon that we can find, and honestly, you could do better. For the most part. Let's kick things off with Piloswine. A nice ground type that I think is great in double battles, especially with that Snow Cloak ability. But I personally think that this one is decent as it is. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is a very good Pokemon, and a lot of people think that this is a good choice to have for pretty much any case scenario. Except it has a sheer number of weaknesses, even though it has a nice immunity to that of Electric, because it's a part ground type. In fact, what's ironic, it's weak to pretty much all of the starter Pokemon. However, that's not to say that it's useless. You will need it to have a move known as Ancient Power for it to fully evolve, so just take it to the move reminder and to give it a heart scale, level up once, and you're good. But I really do like this Pokemon, and I think it's underrated. It just came very late in this game. If it was a little bit later, then that would probably be another story. All around, not bad, but just came very late. Well, let's kind of shift it over to one of my personal favorite Pokemon, but it got nerfed bad in this generation. Sneasel. A dark ice type with some really good abilities, great hit for physical sweeping, and, well, let's be honest, it could be good in a few other cases as well. Big, however, incoming. Lacking of ice moves through level ups. In fact, one of my favorite moves in that it learns, Ice Shard, is locked through breeding. If I remember that correctly, locked through breeding. So, lack of Ice Shard without breeding says a lot for what Sneasel has to go through. You will need a Razor Claw and have it level up during the nighttime. But even from that alone, it's still a pretty nice physical sweeper. At least you still got Night Slash. At least you still got Slash. And I guess you got Icy Wind, maybe throwing an Ice Beam while you're at it. Except for the fact that a special attack stat is just downright putrid. Just, why did it have to be this way? It makes no sense! Shifting over to the Pokemon that makes all the no sense whatsoever is Delibird. An ice flying type with no space out over 75. Do you even remember that this Pokemon even exists? But don't worry. We'll give it about some more generations, and this thing definitely gotten a whole lot better in the future. Let you ponder that for a moment. Picking ourselves up, though, don't use this thing. It's one of the worst Pokemon out there. Many people call it an empty Pokeball. I call it a waste of space. That's not to say that it's completely useless. Oh, what am I saying? This thing is completely useless. Also, what is it? With some Pokemon having a nice signature move, but it just downright backfires on you in many ways. Present. You're better off with using a return or pretty much anything on that matter. Having a move that also has a chance of healing your opponent. Was someone high off crack or something when they first created Delibird? I think it kind of goes without saying. Let's shift it over to a Pokemon that is actually pretty good. Jinx. An Ice Psychic type. It's a classic, everyone likes it, you like it, I like it, except the fact that it has a glass cannon. The real big positive that I could say about it is that you already have access to some really good moves, or they're coming right up. In fact, Jinx can have some very good usage against some of the upcoming bosses that you can face off against. But, like I said, the issue that I have with it is that Jinx is a glass cannon. So you're going to be treating it like glass. So, I guess if you really want to have some good choices for this one, of course, Forewarn's going to be the good one to have. And Oblivious just sucks. If only you had access to dry skin. Then again, it did get a bit of a nerve if you're out in sunlight, because I hear that decreases your HP with each use, but I guess that if you want to be tactical, Jinx is a good choice. Next up, only down to surfing, and I guess even rippling water if you're also inclined, Dugong, and its evolution of... Never mind. Seal and Dugong. Dugong can only be found through rippling water. I was thinking of something else from before. That just says a lot for what is to come for the rest of this bio. Well, okay, picking ourselves up though. This thing is awesome. I actually consider this one to be kind of underrated, but it is a little bit outclassed. In fact, Lapras even outclasses this thing in pretty much every way. It has a better encounter than you'll be able to find Lapras back at the village bridge. And of course, Thick Fat is pretty nice as it is, but the fact that it only gains a quad resistant to ice as a Dugong, and it's just... Why is it like that? I guess if you want to be tactical, it's okay as it is. Just... yeah, you're probably better off with something else. Sorry that I'm sounding very negative with some of these classics. It just... I like some of these Pokemon. They just appear so late. Oh well. Maybe in another time, in another game, I'll talk about some good things about you. And now, we can step outside. And this is when things are gonna get serious. Look at that! Level 64! That's like almost the highest possible level that we can get this thing at. You know what? You know what? I got me some spare balls. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm actually kind of scared right now because I don't know how to feel about using one of my attacks on it. Go for an earthquake, I guess. Look at that! This thing is also faster than me! What the frig? I probably shouldn't complain too much about it. Oh, that's actually nothing at all. Okay. Alright. Uh-oh. Missed. Yeah, if this is how things have been going so far, just imagine what I'm going to be going through throughout the upcoming fight that we're going to be seeing. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I honestly thought then that it wouldn't be quite the effective for that because it's not quite nighttime. And the worst part is, I keep forgetting, but whenever you catch a Pokemon, you don't get experience. I've been thinking about so much in the later generations, but whatever. So, coming outside into the crater, we have 6 Pokemon for us to talk about, and my oh my, these are some good ones. So let's get to it. Clefairy, and its evolution of Clefable. Clefable can only be found in the rustling grass. And honestly, I kind of like these guys. I strongly suggest Magic Guard over both of its other abilities. Reason why I say it like that is that it protects itself and it can only be hurt from attacks. Meaning that stuff like weather effects, stuff like that, completely useless. Man, that does say a lot for how these Pokemon work. They're classics, they're cute, and they're pretty good at tanking special hits. But the real issue that I have with it is that I feel like these are good for support roles and not much of anything else. That's not to say that it's useless. I actually think that they're kind of underrated, but just remember, they're not fairy types yet. In this game, it's not 2013 yet. Next up is Ditto. Ditto. This Pokemon hurts me. It's meant to be used for breeding purposes, and of course to being a copycat to the Pokemon that you are facing. It did gain its signature ability of Imposter, which is its hidden ability, but what is the point of having it if you have a Pokemon that already knows Transform by default? I'm not saying that it's terrible. Okay, it is a little terrible. But base 48 across the board? Just ew. If pretty much anything outspeeds it and does some good damage to it, it's going down. So I guess if you really want it, pick your poison. Just remember it's for breeding purposes only. But not much after that. And next, Mamoswine. Mamoswine can only be found in the rustling grass. It is the evolution of Piloswine. But you're probably better off with just a Piloswine that is found only through dark grass and they're like 10 levels higher. That doesn't mean that it's bad. I'm just saying that you're probably better off with just catching a Piloswine that's in the dark grass. But if you really are determined, Mamoswine is a beast with fantastic offensive stats. Some great moves to complement it as it is. Earthquake leveling up. And I guess maybe you could see it as a bit of a jack of all trades with some other good moves that it can have. But just remember, it has a sheer number of weaknesses that you gotta put up with. And they are not kind of neighbors. And now, for the iconic Pokemon that we can find out here and that they're hard to catch, Metang and its evolution of Metagross. Metagross can be found only in the rustling grass, but just catch a Metang in the dark grass. In fact, catching a Metang in the dark grass will have access to nearly every movement that it has. And this thing is a monster. Do I recommend you catch it? Sure. One problem though. It has the same catch rate as that of a legendary. A catch rate of 3. I don't know why it's like that. It's stupid. Just... ugh. I don't really like giving these Pokemon bad reviews. In fact, I actually dread sometimes giving them bad reviews. Just take it from me, Metang and Metagross are some of the best Pokemon that you'll find in the game, but they come very late and they're hard to catch, like legendary levels of the such. Thanks. Whoa! Whoa! Uh-huh. Like I said, have fun catching these things. They're hard to catch. And I was not expecting it to have Hyper Beam. Ah, I got screwed out of that, but you know, I'll get it later. Okay. Kind of picking ourselves up though from around here. Oh, did not want to use a rare candy. Don't want to use that. This is when things are getting to get serious. Like, scary serious. And I forgot to put up a repel. And also, I'm gonna be a bit of a dick to this thing. Wait, no! Did not mean to use that! I meant to use Dragon Claw and just to laugh at everyone's face that Gen 6 hasn't existed yet. I guess that's what happens when I got a little bit too overly confident. Oh well. Are you telling me that I got out-sped by a Ditto? What is this bull? Now you're asking for it, buddy. All right. Let's see here. TMO3 Size Shock. Okay. Was there any of those ones? Definitely got some high-level Pokemon to deal with, and that is definitely scary to think about. Okay, there is something over here. A max revive. I'll take it. Alright. So we need to go, I believe it's this way. Yes, we gotta go this way. And so, for going through all that, so this blizzard just came out of nowhere. Leading us all the way to come up here. This is when things are gonna get even more ominous. So. Could I potentially do something with this? Maybe not. How are my team so far? Okay, you, there's water. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit and let's go for. Let's go for free to wolf on this one. Gonna put up another rappel while I'm at it. Wait for this. Seems like I am. There we go. Alright. Going over this way. Check it out. Before you do anything else, I highly recommend that you save. We're in for a big fight. I'll be right back while I go save real quick. Alright. Empty shell of the fallen dragon sent from long ago. Kyurem. This monster acts as one of the best Pokemon throughout the entire game, and with ludicrously high offense and special offensive stats, and with great speed. Many people consider this as the perfect counter to that of Reshiram and Zekrom. Before the two dragons split, this is pretty much where it all came from. Level 75! Dragon Ice type! Pressure for the ability! Dragon Pulse! Imprison! Endeavor! And of course, its signature move of Glaciate. Glaciate is a 65 power, 95 accuracy special Ice type move that lowers your speed stat by 1 level. So basically, it's a more powerful and more useful version of Icy Wind for single player. Why would you use that move when it has so many other better moves on like Ice Beam, Blizzard, and even Avalanche while I'm thinking about it? Plus, being a part Dragon type, it has some of the best of the moves to counteract it with its weaknesses that normal Ice types would have. And, well, let's face it, being one of the fastest Dragon types that we've seen thus far, can't say no to how powerful it truly is. The only real big thing to really be careful with is the fact that, well, like with many dragons and many ice types, they can come with a handful of weaknesses for it to be more precise. If you can get around all that, Kyurem is a beast. It will serve well on pretty much any team that you wish to have. Let's see how much I know we suck at catching this thing. 10 minutes later for that, perhaps? Oh, Jim. Oh. At least it has a nice animation for that. Yeah, look at that! See if I can maybe try to do something about it. Oh, God. This... Oh, critical. Great. Let's try Mystic for this one. I can withstand some of the moves that you can throw at me. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try maybe a Thunder in hopes that I'm gonna go for a Paralysis. Uh-oh. See how the opponent's moves. Okay. Yeah, just look at that. It's resisting my attacks so well. Can I get a paralysis now, please? No. Uh-oh. Yep. Ah! That's cute. I guess when we're going through this fight, there's one other thing I want to point out. The battle theme for both for Kyurem, Reshiram, and Zekrom. They're all very identical. They're just altered to play a little bit different than normal. Something that I think a lot of people don't take a moment to talk about, which is actually kind of cool. What I want to do. Alright, Scorpius. What I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you go for a crunch, actually. Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Jeez! Alright, I gotta try to tank those hits. And I think now may be a good time to start chucking them balls at it. One, 2, 3! What?! Did I just... Did I make this fight look like a joke? Again? I don't know, maybe 2 years later that'll change. Did I not put up a repel up? Oh, I get it. Your level is exactly the same as mine. And you have Earthquake, jeez! Uh-oh. Boom! I would have been very surprised if you survived that attack. Get me out of here. Alright. And just want to let you know one other thing. There are no items that get found over here. Thank God. And there is no other way back here whatsoever. It'll be locked away for you for the rest of time. Unless if you choose to hack the game, that is. Which I do not plan on doing. We pretty much got everything that we needed. But there was that item that I missed from before. So I want to go... I gotta start it from the beginning, don't I? Yep, I do. Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna have no problems with this whatsoever. I had to say something. I guess note to self, avoid the big dark grass. What did I just tell myself to do? Okay, Pillow Swine. You may be cool and all. but not now. I really don't want to kick your ass on this. I'm actually trying to be the good guy on this. Thank you. Alright. So, I believe... we gotta come down here, don't we? Oh, okay, yeah, we're good. Hey! Ice Beam! But you know what? Let me check. Because this is a good move. Alright, put him in numerical order. There we go. Alright. Or is it like that by default? I don't remember. Let's see here. Missy can learn that. I think what I'm going to do is... I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Scald. So I can have Mystic then to be kind of a diverse use. I actually have some good reasons behind all this. And I don't have a fly user, don't I? God! Me and my infinite knowledge of handling with such a thing sucks. Go on here, I guess. Here. And there we go. We only just got maybe one or two more legendary Pokemon to go after in this game. Really says a lot about this particular part of the post game. Hey everyone! Guess what? You know that legendary Pokemon, that giant monster that you guys were terrified of? Well, the beast has been captured and stored away in a box. You are safe. Alright, you know what? I'm actually curious. Relaxed nature, okay. Often dozes off. Huh. I just wish that you did not have pressure for the ability. You'd have been so much better at anything else. I mean, Mold Breaker would probably be nice. In fact, you know, Mold Breaker would actually be almost just as good in a way. But then again, something crazy will happen 2 years later, and then we'll kind of see how things go from there, right? And I think probably the last thing that I'll do for this episode is I kind of accomplished everything that I wanted to do. Let's head back into Undella Town. Oh, sure. Now the repels effect wore off. Because now that we have officially gotten this taken care of, let's get us some more moolah. Some more mwah. Things that will come in handy for us later on down the road, eh? We're gonna bet on the riches again. Let me tell you, a lot has changed with me this time around. And let me guess, Your first move on me is gonna be that Aqua Tail, eh? Hey, it's like I've been paying attention. Alright. Gonna try to get through this as fast as I can, because I'm actually on a little bit on a time crunch in this one. I'm gonna be honest, legitimately surprised that fight with Curum went a lot faster than I thought. Hey, you're not the right theme for this. It's the opposite of what you want. Alright. And of course, you got that low punny. I've been paying attention to this sort of thing before. It'd be funny if you used high jump kick and you missed. In fact, come to think of it, do you even have high jump kick? You have entertainment. Just change my ability to cute charm. Man, that's useless. New person. Oh, it's quite lively for some reason. I truly appreciate you having battles with my grandchildren. And now I'd like to see in what ways your skill exceeds theirs. Well, I'll definitely tell you one thing. You're in for one heck of a fight. Clairdonna. Clairdonna? The question is, do you have heat proof or do you have levitate? Because I'm actually kind of concerned about this. Caution to the wind! Okay, you have heat proof. Uh-oh. It's a good thing that you guys don't have any healing items. Or know how to use healing items. You're probably just too rich to care or something. Kangaskhan! Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Kind of an odd move for that. And that should do it. And a Golurk. Okay. Play your game. Let's go for a grass knot on this thing. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Ow! I'll take some of that. Lost, you're very strong. Well, thank you. Town is a relaxing and comfortable place. And my grandchildren seem somewhat bored. Just come visit us tomorrow, too. My grandchildren will be happy to see you again. We got some more fights to deal with later on. But for now, I think it's about time that we finally call quits. And maybe next time, we actually hang out here at the beach in Undella Town. And maybe we'll take a dip somewhere, and that might actually prove to have some use for us. Where will that take us? I don't know. Maybe something lost to time 5 6,000 years. See you guys then.